Welcome to Us Helping Us Television. My name is Tate Hill. In this episode, we're going to explore what actually Us Helping Us means. We've had the opportunity to go out into the community and talk with a number of different individuals, and they gave their take on what Us Helping Us means. Let's look at what they had to say.
Us helping us is coming together as a community, especially in the African American community. Not judging one another, because sometimes we look at other communities as not helping us or judging us based on what we look like. But sometimes even in our own community, we tend to look at each other in a negative way. You know, it's the crab mentality. You're getting further ahead than I am, and we have to get beyond that, because many times we have that, well, he made it, and many times when we make it, we forget where we came from. We don't help those who are in need of help. Us helping us is, you know, one of the things I noticed, I grew up in Southeast Fresno, Southwest Fresno, and we tend to look down on anyone that's African American that may have grown up in North Fresno, because we say they grew up over on that side of town. But we can learn a lot from one another. You know, someone who grew up in North Fresno that's from the African American community can help someone just in the South Fresno in what they've learned, you know, and that's coming together. Somebody in South Fresno can teach somebody from North Fresno some things as well, but we focus on one another's faults more than any other community does, but we blame other people for holding us back when we're holding ourselves back. If we join together and band together and put our heads together, we can do so much more as a community. It doesn't matter who gets the credit, doesn't matter whose name is on it, but us helping us. Brother, what do you need? Sister, what do you need for me to help you succeed? I've made it, now let me show you what I've done. Let me teach you the way, because I've bumped my head a few times, I've learned what to do, what not to do. Now I don't want to see you make that same mistake. But then, now that I've helped you, you have to tell me, when I help you, you got to help someone. It's a domino effect. We continue helping one another. And I believe if we do that and just come together regardless of doesn't matter, you know, what our hang-ups are or what we think the other person's hang-ups may be. But if we just come together as a community and sit down at the table and develop a plan and band together, I think we can do a whole lot more as a community. Us helping us.
Hello, my name is Ona Brown, and I am a results coach, motivational speaker, author, trainer, and I'm actually Les Brown's baby girl. When you think of us helping us, it's really a beautiful concept to me. I have a body of work that I've created called Winners Winning Together, and that's what it just reminded me of, the value of us coming together, building relationships, collaborative relationships that help us to win. And it's not going to happen unless we do this. So it's a wonderful concept, because if we don't help each other, who will? Ultimately, we are here together for a reason. And I believe that when we're here together, it's about finding ways to support one another's visions, finding ways to really reach out and say to our brother, our fellow sister, our fellow colleague or business associate, he ain't heavy, she ain't heavy. We can all help one another, and as I help you, I know that I'm actually helping myself, because what you give is what you get. To connect with all of these wonderful business leaders and to see us doing what it takes in order to take our lives, our communities, our businesses to the next level. And helping people to go to that next level of their greatness and their power is something that really excites me and turns me on. Us helping us.
You see, Us Helping Us has many definitions. Let's continue to hear what some of the other people have to say.
Us helping us is it's a frame of mind that you have to have, that recognizes that all the people you're looking at who aren't doing things like you think they ought to be done are your peers. And the reason they're not doing what you want them to do is because they're rational and they think that whatever they're doing is more important than that. So when you talk about us helping us, I think the first thing you have to do is find a way to engage people that recognizes that they're your peer. You're not helping them, you're engaging them and getting them to help you and help themselves. To me, the goal is always empowerment. I don't believe that, I think people resent people who just help them. I have a problem with social service organizations that go out and help people. It's like I loaned you $1 and you can't pay me back. What would you do if you saw me 2 weeks later coming down the street and you know you owe me the $1 and you know you can't pay me back? How do you feel? And then you see me again and again. So my problem with people who see themselves as helpers and not enablers, or people who empower themselves, are trying to help people empower themselves. The problem I have with helpers is that generates to me resentment. And I think us helping us has meaning if us helping us means we all recognize that I'm not so much a helper as I am trying to engage an ally. It's my interaction with the world and with many, many people that I have been engaged with. It's pulling together the things that I've learned about myself and them that gives me a sense that if I have anything of importance, it probably has to do with continuing to engage with people and continuing to work with them around things that they think are important and making those things happen. So if there's any wisdom there, it's that I'm not all that wise, but I can engage a lot of wise people and get a lot of information and consolidate that into some behaviors of my own because of my involvement with them. There are people who are certainly intellectually wise and all that sort of thing. But your life experiences teach you that. My life experiences have taught me that most of what I learned has to do with people I've engaged with from all walks of life. Us helping us.
Us helping us. And what that means to me right now, what a great question. I'm glad that I had to think about this. And I can tell you that from the position that I sit in right now, as a sitting city council member, it means that we can no longer rely on government anymore. Not to the extent that we used to. I mean, we have to really be concerned with helping ourselves. We have to be concerned with making sure that we are okay. We have to internalize these efforts in our own communities and make sure that we are doing everything we can to help ourselves. So I am excited about this campaign. I hope that people really understand what it symbolizes on a massive scale, that we are responsible for our own success and that we need to help ourselves. So I'm happy to encourage you all to remember us helping us.
Noah, we've heard some really interesting points. Let's continue to hear what others are saying and how they're defining us helping us.
Carlton Jones, Fresno firefighter, Tulare City Councilman, the councilman fighter in the cage, first one to put it on Shane Carwin, last one to put it on Glover Texeria, and I'll be the next one to put it on as the mayor of the city of Tulare. To me, us helping us means how big, how strong, how amazing can your network be. If you want it to reach just the people you can see, then that's good. If you want to reach the people you can't see on other parts of Fresno, other parts of California, other parts of this beautiful nation, then your Us Helping Us network has to be that big. And what an awesome place to start. I'm loving it.
Well, nowadays it takes teamwork to make the dream work. The notion of trying to do things by yourself are over with. You cannot be chief cook, head bottle washer. You can't be the Starship Enterprise. You can't be one person trying to do all things to all people. And so it's all about us. It's all about getting connected. It's about bringing together those people and those resources that can get you to where you're trying to go. You see, nowadays, if your goal is to get ahead, the first thing you've got to do is let go of everything that may have happened up until this point. Make no mistake about it. What's in front of you is better than what's behind you. What's coming is better than what's been. Very, very true that your bad days and worst days are behind you. What's coming in front of you is prosperity and success. But the key, though, is to make sure that you get connected with people who can help you along your path. And so that's really what we do here. It's all about us helping us, because there is no I in the word us, right? It's about us coming together, collectively bringing to the table those skill sets, those talents, those abilities, all the things that we need to be successful in business. As Americans, we're all in this together. We have to learn not to judge each other by how we look. We have to learn how to embrace what we have in common, not our differences. We have to learn that you cannot judge people by the color of their skin, nor can you judge people by their age or where they went to school or how much school they have, but rather by the content of their character. The belief that you can indeed get beyond whatever your circumstance is. The one solution that I think that I can give to people is to literally embrace the gift that your God has given you. Every one of you were born to accomplish something specific that no one else can accomplish. You were born with a unique gift to give to the world. You were born to do something that will make you unforgettable, that will be hard for the world to ignore. I think one of the poorest people on the planet is a person without a dream, or someone who feels that all they really have to give to this world is getting up in the morning and going into a job and collecting a paycheck, and every day becomes a ritual for them. But you know what? We are more than that, especially as a culture. Each of us has something to offer. And so my advice would be to find out what is it about you that distinguishes you and sets you apart from everybody else. You are a rarity. You are a gift to the world. It cannot be defined by your race or your age or your limitations or what side of town you may be from or what your level of education is or what hasn't been. That has nothing really to do with it. What really matters is your willingness to step out there and step into your greatness, to know that you too can make a difference, that you can add value to people's lives, that you can forward things and make things better on this planet. And so my bit of advice would be to find out why you were born. What is your gift? Embrace it, inhale it, walk in it, and be it, and do the things that you've been called to do, knowing that what's in front of you is better than what's behind you. It's all about us helping us.
So far, we've heard some really great thoughts on what us helping us really means. As you see, there's no same definition or one definition for anyone. Let's continue to hear what others are saying and how they're defining us helping us.
I'm Pastor DJ Kreiner, pastor of the St. Rest Baptist Church, located here in West Fresno. It's about us coming together in order to start a movement that will one day change, the nation. And so the question is are we fulfilling that promise? And I dare to say no, we're still separated, not coming together to show the unity of one voice. It's not about a building or about one person. It's about us coming together and not stand separate. That's the only way. We don't care about who gets the spotlight or who gets the limelight, but as long as God gets the glory and the people get changed and the powers that be understand and see that they can't push around black folks anymore. No, they can't, because we're one voice. And just as intelligent as they are, we are also. But it starts with the church, the foundation of every black family, the foundation of every individual is the church. And if the church isn't together, you best believe that our communities will divide and separate. We have to come together. We as a community need to wake up. We can't sit and wait for everyone to make a decision for us. We have to wake up together. I have to join hands with Tate. Tate has to join hands with Pastor Bennett. Bennett needs to join hands with Oliver Baines. And we have to show the connection of the black community first before we try to connect with the Latino community and the Caucasian community. We have to connect with each other first. Us helping us. To me, it's the statement that we talked about in our worship experience, which is together united. Which is we can be together, but if we're not united with the same mindset that it's not about others helping us out, but it's myself helping me out. It's my community helping the community out. It's my church helping the church out. It's not waiting for someone else to come in and fix something that they don't even know is broken. You know what I'm saying? It's what if I see something that's broken in my community, it's not about me waiting for the mayor to fix it. But if it's something I can fix, I fix it. If I see a child outside without any shoes on, it's not about calling the Salvation Army for them to come and bring something, but it's me helping that child. I think the term us helping us is exactly what it is. It's as simple as that, as it is. Me helping my people out instead of waiting for others who may not care about my people. Watch this, who may only be helping my people out in order to put their name out so that what they helped out could help them out become something great. It's about me not worrying about recognition, but seeing a need that needs to be met and meeting the need instead of waiting for somebody else to do it. That's what us helping us, to me, that's what it resonates to me. Us helping us.
Us helping us to me means, number one, first, people helping people just as a whole, but in relation to our situation, African Americans helping one another. Instead of us getting big-headed and becoming successful and forgetting about where we came from, giving back to those that helped us get to where we are today. I volunteer as much as I can in my neighborhood, which would be Southwest Fresno. I attend Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, where every year we hold a All Saints Day Carnival. I participate there. A few years ago, they had Convoy of Hope. I participated there. I help kids in any way that I can, you know, especially my younger siblings and family members, my nieces and nephews and little cousins. You know, when they come to me and say, hey, you know, I want a way out of this life, I tell them education is the key, and that's your only way out. I'm a recent graduate from Edison High School, which is actually in Southwest Fresno. Come January, I'll be at George Mason University. After that, I do plan on going into the United States Air Force, and from there, just going as high as they'll let me go. Us helping us.
Well, you know, it goes to the heart. You know, it goes to the heart of our event. And the heart of our event this year was, the byword was sustainability now and into the future. And how do you break that down? Because it sounds like some nebulous, you know, verbiage that you use, but it really does get right down to the community level, as I like to refer to it, get into the weeds, where the, you know, things are growing and activities occurring. And the simple fact of the matter is that I think hopefully it is through the conversations that we had, through some of the workshops that we did, that people understand that we must be the masters of our own fate. And that is not to say, you know, trying to be segregationist, by no means, you know, being disparaging against anybody else. But I do believe that all the answers to all of our community issues and challenges rest within us. So anyone that elaborates upon the fact of we helping us or we helping ourselves, you know, it speaks right to the issue, because that really gets to the point that we are the answers to our problems. So I just wholeheartedly support that effort. I support that philosophy that we do have to help each other while we still embrace our other communities, but we must take charge and help ourselves. Us helping us is a great thing.
We've had the opportunity to go and talk to people from throughout the community to get their definition of what that means. Let's look at what they had to say.
My name is Mary Curry. I live in Fresno, California, and I've been here since 1956. Right now, I think we've taken 10 steps forward, and we're now taking 2 or 3 steps backwards. And our Supreme Court is become an activist court. They're no longer looking out for the nation, they're looking out for certain people. And we need to all be aware of this. When we go to our polls to vote, and we need to get our people to vote, we need to know what people are doing so that we know whether or not we want them in office or not. If they get in office and they're not serving the people, we need to get them out of office. It's just that simple. Commonalities are so much a part of everybody. We all need love, we need homes, we need shelter, we need food, we need clothes. These are basic needs, human needs that everybody has. And we're not so unique that we're so different. The only thing that makes us different is the color of our skin, which is the first thing people see about us to make that an issue. It doesn't have to be an issue. And we cannot relax, we cannot take a break We cannot back off. We cannot go to sleep. We've got to keep working every single day. And we've got to engage people of like-mindedness, people who have the same kind of issues we have. We've got to bind together with those people because we're all facing the same kinds of issues. And when people realize that there's a lot more power in numbers, then we'll come together. Us helping us, reaching out, open our hearts and our arms and realizing that we have to be a unit. I've worked in the community for years and I'll keep doing it, but we'll engage more and more people because there's power and there's strength in numbers. And if we can unite, we can move mountains. And we will, and we must, for our future, for the future of our children and our grandchildren. Us helping us is the key.
I'm a parent. I have a 12-year-old son. So the first responsibility that I have in terms of us helping us is to my son. Not only in terms of how I directly interact with him and raise him, but hopefully for the message that sends to the community in terms of each of us helping our own personal families and our own personal circumstances, and in that manner contributing to the community at large. There's a lot of work that I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of West Indian Archie and Malcolm X. I'm proud of Rodney and Clockers. I'm proud of Woody Carmichael in Crooklyn. I'm very proud of Satchel Paige and Soul of the Game. I'm proud of Mr. Rose and the Cider House Rules, all for different reasons. But the fact, I'm not trying to be glib, but coming to events like this and being celebrated in the way that I've been celebrated this evening gives me an awareness. I'm proud of my career, and I'm proud of the fact that people have responded to me as an actor in the way that they have. And it means so much to me that I've had that kind of impact as an actor. And I'm, in general, proud of that. Us helping us, whatever that means to each individual, apply yourself to that for the betterment of our community. Us helping us.
Us helping us really means about us connecting to every aspect of our community. You can define that as business, you can define it culturally, you can define it by neighborhood. The main thing is that we have the same goal, that our community must thrive. And the whole concept of this program is to really help us think about that. Us is not just one aspect, it's all of us, it's every aspect. And until we really grasp that concept, our community is not going to be at the place that it needs to be. And this show is going to help us to see that there's more to us than just one aspect. It's not just about our race, our religion, our culture, or where we live, but it's about how we see ourselves as a community and as a city. And I think that's so critically important for us as leaders. If we're going to, provide guidance and direction to others around us, we really have to see ourselves as a comprehensive and a collective group that are, is trying to make a difference. And that's why this show is important. Us helping us.
Well, us helping us, oh my goodness, that is like so embracing. The community as a whole, all of us, we can't do it by ourselves. We can't be an island unto our own. So we need each and every one of us to help us grow and get to that next level. And that's why the purpose of this conference, I think, is here and has been here, is helping one another get the information, understand what we need to understand, and grow from it and take it for what it's worth. And hopefully what it's worth is getting us to that next level so we can be successful. What has inspired me has been, number one, Lord and my husband, my community at large. There's so much opportunity in regards to the work in which we do. And as an entrepreneur, I always give I wake up every day with the excitement of just having a position where I can help the community. And it's about job creation for us, and so that's been one of my one of the opportunities that I've had is being able to give others opportunities to grow and launch in whatever direction that they'd like to go. Us helping us.
My name is Benjamin Walker Sr. Guys like you doing what you do, owning your own businesses, acquiring your own skill sets so that you can pass on your abilities, your assets to others so they can make a living. So I decided to start my own firm back at a young age, specifically to make money, but to hire folk. We have to support one another. We have to nurture one another. We have to pass on our information to others who look like us, because no one else is going to do it. I think it's us helping America. See, the people in America who needs the most help and are the most abused and misused today are African American men. Prisons, schools, you name it. Families, you name it. So we have to create systems within environments that we have to upgrade as many as we possibly can. We need to assist where we have to work with our youth. We have to work with our guys who've been in prison. We have to work with other brothers who didn't have the opportunities that we have to own businesses, and we have to keep our situations in a positive light so we can hire them, to give them a chance in life. And we need to generate these environments for ourselves. So we need role models like myself, because I look at other role models to keep me going. I mean, I met a lot of role models here. Us helping us.
Hi, I'm Sharita Herring, and I'm actually here from Los Angeles, California. For the past 15, 20 years, I've been a business owner, but I started out as a single mom. So I reach out to those single moms and to communities and also entrepreneurs to show you how you can find profit for your passion. So I'm teaching tomorrow, and a lot of people believe a lot of myths about grants in the nonprofit arena. Well, I'm here to turn that around. So often we learn knowledge, especially at events like this, but we don't bring it back to individuals that aren't there. And so I just think that whenever we're learning, whether it's here about contracts for the state or about grants like what I'm going to teach, go back, share that information, bring it to those individuals that weren't here, because we tend to share it with a whole lot of other folks and not with those that are closest to us. Us helping us.
At the end of the day, it's about how you define us helping us. Whether that be education, religion, culture, community, neighborhood, the most important thing is that you really look at how do we change our communities? How do we create an impact? In these future episodes, we're going to explore what that means in business, education, our families, our communities, and really look at how do we define us helping us.
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 It's all about us helping us.
Us helping us.
Us helping us.
Us helping us is the key.
Us helping us.
Us helping us.
Us helping us.
Us helping us.
Us helping us is a great thing.